Hello everyone. Actually, this is Abdullah Al-Muteri. The research paper that I'm going to present today is all about carbon dioxide emission and global warming. I chose this topic actually for my research because aside from the fact that this is a very timely topic, a lot of us can really help in preventing global warming by being like educated with all the pros and cons of global warming. Actually, global warming is one of the major concerns of today. Since the Industrial Revolution has taken place, there are a number of factors that are responsible for increasing the rising temperature, but the major contributor that the global warming is the increasing emission of carbon dioxide. Actually, global warming is one of the major concerns of today. Since the Industrial Revolution has taken place, there are a number of factors that are responsible for increasing the rising temperature. But actually, the major contributor that global warming is the increasing emission of like carbon dioxide. The thesis statement for this paper is just to present how carbon dioxide has an affected on global warming. Furthermore, different starting different strategies and ways will be presented to ultimate global warming from becoming worse. The main point consists of number of strategies that are used for like decreasing the emission of CO2 from the sources of energy that can be like harvested and applied to transportation business. The thing is, homes and business like plantation is one of the effective and natural way of reducing the carbon dioxide from the climate. Plants inhale carbon dioxide, so growing more and more plants is a natural way to tackle with the problem of excessive emission of carbon dioxide. Another is the energy effectively can be achieved by the insulation improvement of the buildings by using the most fuel efficient means of transportation for the purpose of traveling and by the consuming more effectual electrical equipment appliance. These will help in reducing the consumption of energy and thus reduce the emission of CO2. Otherwise, energy swapping is also another way to reduce the emission of carbon dioxide, and it can be done by manufacturing further energy from the like sources that are renewable and by using the fuel with the lower contents of carbon. Energy preservation is also an effective way of reducing the CO2 emission, and can be done by decreasing the personal use of energy by turning the lights and the electrical appliances off when they are actually or when they are not the use, decreasing the distances traveling and the automobiles can reduce the consumption of petroleum. Both of these ways will help in reducing the emission of CO2. That's done by conversation. The set of technicalizes like the carbon dioxide capture and the suspension CSS can be like helpful in reducing the emission of CO2 at the largest extent EBA go, and these can be done by capturing the carbon dioxide from the process industrials and the power plants by transporting the combustion and the capture CO2 pipelines and injecting also substituting the carbon dioxide in the deep underground formations of rocks. Global warming is due to emission of greenhouse gases, and 72% of the totally emitted greenhouse gases and carbon dioxide, CO2, 18% methane, and 9% nitrogen oxide, NOx. Actually, hence it becomes clear that the major contributor to the global warming is the carbon dioxide, and when carbon dioxide release remains in the atmosphere for 1 to 200 years, as we all know that global warming is increasing day by day, and it is changing the climate rapidly. There are a number of greenhouse gases that are the reason behind the increase in the global warming. But among them, the CO2 is the one that has a major contributor in the global warming. Carbon dioxide is produced by like combining the oxygen and the carbon, and it is used by the human beings in different forms like the electricity, transportation, and the process of industries. Meanwhile, as a conclusion, the rising temperature is not acceptable of any cost. That is why it's also thought to store the excessive carbon dioxide in the rock formations. One other way of reducing the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere is increasing the planet or the plantation. The more the plants, the greater the carbon dioxide will be absorbed by them. Controlling like the descent of carbon dioxide from the industrial process will also help purify the environment. Actually, there is also other reasons of global warming, which includes the decline in the icy bridge, which is attributable for the increasing the temperature of the earth, but it is again a result of CO2 that causes the icy glacier to decline. Therefore, is a need to be understand the true effects of the emission of carbon dioxide on the atmosphere, which will help in reducing the CO2 emission from the earth. So that's basically it is. I hope everybody learned something from my research presentation, and I hope that we will all be concerned with our surrounding, the earth in a particular, because after all it is the place we live in. Thanks a lot, and hope for you a good day.